Welcome back to Ethereal You. Today, we're diving into one of the most profound spiritual texts in human history, The Secret of the Golden Flower. This ancient Taoist work isn't just about mystical practices, it holds deep insights into the nature of life, death, and the eternal journey of consciousness. In this video, we'll explore the spiritual significance of the golden flower, what it represents in the grand scheme of existence, and what it tells us about life, death, and beyond. At its core, the golden flower symbolizes enlightenment, a blossoming of spiritual consciousness. It is a metaphor for the soul's awakening, a state where one's energy and awareness come into harmony with the universe. In Taoist philosophy, this isn't just a one-time event, but the result of a transformative process. Through inner alchemy, where energy is refined and cultivated, the golden flower begins to bloom within us, representing our true spiritual nature. The text teaches that most people's consciousness is scattered, consumed by the outer world, by desires, fears, and the distractions of daily life. In contrast, the blooming of the golden flower represents the moment when the individual redirects this scattered consciousness inward, awakening to their deeper, eternal self. The flower is the culmination of this journey, a spiritual unfolding that brings about profound inner clarity and connection to the divine. One of the most striking aspects of The Secret of the Golden Flower is how it addresses the cyclical nature of life and death. In Taoism, life and death are seen as two parts of the same continuum, not opposites. Death is not an end but a transformation, much like a flower going through its natural cycle of growth, bloom, and withering. The secret of immortality, according to the text, is not about physical survival but the realization that consciousness transcends the body. The golden flower represents this transcendence. When we cultivate the inner light and connect to our true essence, we begin to see that our consciousness is not bound to the material world. We come to understand that the soul or spirit is eternal, and death becomes merely a transition rather than an ending. The text encourages practitioners to move beyond the fear of death by realizing their immortal nature through spiritual practices. In Taoist teachings, the golden flower emerges through a process known as inner alchemy, a method of transforming one's energy. This transformation involves refining the energy of the body and mind, turning raw physical energy called Jing into spiritual energy called Shin. Through meditative techniques, practitioners learn to circulate their energy inward, away from external distractions. Over time, this internal focus leads to the cultivation of the golden flower, a symbol of spiritual immortality. In this view, life itself is an opportunity to cultivate this inner essence. The daily experiences, challenges, and even the suffering we encounter are all part of a larger process of growth. The golden flower teaches us that by mastering our inner energies, we can transcend the physical limitations of life and death, realizing the eternal nature of the spirit. The fear of death arises from the ego, which clings to the physical form and identifies with the material world. The secret of the golden flower shows us that death is not something to be feared, but rather a gateway to another state of being. When the golden flower blooms within, it represents the soul's awakening to its true, deathless nature. Life and death become part of a cosmic dance, a continual unfolding of consciousness. In this state of realization, death is no longer viewed as a loss but a transition, a return to the source from which we came. The golden flower reminds us that true immortality comes not through avoiding death, but through understanding that our consciousness is part of the infinite flow of the universe. We are not bound to our physical bodies, but are eternal beings, continually evolving and transforming. The Secret of the Golden Flower offers profound wisdom on the nature of life, death, and consciousness. It teaches us that through spiritual practice and inner transformation, we can awaken the golden flower within, realizing our immortal nature and transcending the cycles of life and death. By nurturing this inner light, we connect to the eternal flow of the universe, understanding that death is merely a transition, not an end. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the heart of the golden flower. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more explorations of ancient wisdom and spiritual growth. Until next time, may your inner flower blossom and guide you toward enlightenment.